Ladies and gentlemen, every year we honor those student athletes who are playing their final year as a Niagara College Knight and congratulate them for their athletic and academic achievements during their time as a Knight. Being recognized tonight from the men's basketball team is Adrian Pager. Please join me in welcoming the head coach of the men's basketball team, Laquan Hilton, as well as Dr. Chris McGrath, Vice President of Students, to present our graduating player with a token of our appreciation for his time spent in a Knight's uniform.
Good, thank you everyone. Just want to first start by saying thank you to everyone that supported us this year and been out to our games. Hopefully you can continue coming out next season as well. Most importantly, we're here to recognize our senior, Adrian Pager, who's been playing with us for 3 years. I've had the privilege of coaching AP for 3 years as well. AP has demonstrated exactly what we wanted as a Knight, as a student athlete in the classroom, and on a hardwood with his work ethic and his dedication. AP is definitely someone that has upheld our standard here at Niagara College and deserves all the recognition that he's going to get.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand if you are able and remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem. Introducing the starting lineup for the visiting Redeemer Royals. Number 12, Parker Davis. Number 15, Robert Manala. Number 20, Jason Usuman. Number 23, Ty Story. And number 24, Adam Pavlik. The head coach for the men is Stephen Hopkins. Everybody get ready to make some noise. Here they are, the starting lineup of your Niagara Knights. Number 2, Caden Moore. Number 4, Caden Stewart. Number 8, Adrian Pager. number 24, Mark Taylor, and number 34, Riley Bleach. Your head coach is Laquan Helton.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome inside the Simply Financial Athletic Center for the second game here tonight as we continue our senior night festivities. I'm Noel Vogel alongside me, Alex Vanden Hack, as well as Lane Lounsbury. It's the Niagara College Knights taking on the Redeemer University Royals here in the men's last regular season home game here this season. They'll face off against Canada on Saturday for their final game of the year as Redeemer caught on the travel that time. And we had 4 seniors in the women's game as they were able to take out the win in their final game of the year. Tonight, we're celebrating the one, the only AP Adrian Pejor in his final game here as a Knight at home. Pejor, free throw line jumper, that one rattled off the rim. And Adrian in his 3 seasons has really come from being just known as one of those excellent spot-up shooters to really filling out his game. He's a 3-level scorer, excellent around the rim, defending, and there as he grabs a rebound, he's such a key part of this NC team.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, and he's really grown, like you said, throughout his 3 years here, starting just as a spot-up shooter, but kind of a little bit of everything, a pest defensively for this Knights team, and it's just been awesome to see his growth this season, and just congratulations to him and his family to get to this point. And there's still some unfinished business left to do, of course.
NC currently sitting 5th in the West Division after a loss last weekend against St. Clair. Pejor mid-range jumper, that one too strong. They've beat Redeemer in their last 5 games. They haven't lost to them. They've won 5 straight against the Royals. And they beat them earlier this season in an 80-72 win over in Ancaster. Stewart to the basket, finger roll finish off the glass. And we talked about the success of the women's team at home. It hasn't really been that for the men's team. Only 3 out of their 8 wins coming here at the Simply Financial. That one too strong. Bleach on the offensive board. Stewart will line up a triple off the rim that time and more. Able to create another opportunity on offense for the Knights. Redeemer has not won in 2025. They've lost 6 straight here as they currently sit 3-13 as Taylor, in his first start since coming back from injury, he's able to finish that one at the rim as well. And AP the only one getting recognized here tonight, but a lot of NC players who are here playing today have gone through the same senior night. Reggie Williams was last year, as well as Caden Stewart, who's now on his 5th season. Riley Bleach was also honored last year after he completed his pre-health program, but now back here in his 2nd year. And we talked a lot about how NC in their men's program didn't quite have the start to the season they wanted. They've got them back south now at 500, and honestly, maybe a little bias from ourselves, but not a team you want to play in playoffs, especially in that first round.
No, I mean they're 6-2 in their last 8 games, 6-4 in their last 10, and obviously they started at 2-6. They had a ton of injuries, but getting this team healthy and they have continuity. Am I saying they're going to win the championship this year? I don't know, but they're definitely at worst going to be a very tough out.
In the corner, they get it back up to Pavlik. He fires a 3 at the end of the shot clock and just grazed the rim for Caden Moore to grab the rebound. And for this Redeemer team, tough year for them. They're 3-13 as AP misses everything that time. 3-13 on the season, and we talked about their struggles as of late. However, they are a very experienced team. They don't have a single first year on their roster. A couple of second years, a lot of third and fourth years, especially starting here today with Davis, Manila, Usomon, as well as Story and Pavlik on the court right now. So they can cause problems in games, and they've beaten good teams already this season in their 3 wins. They've only won 1 game on the road so far this year. However, AP able to take that ball away as it was tipped. And he'll get up for Taylor. 6-0 start here for the Knights early on. Bleach will drop it off for Moore. Moore is going to try right, left wing. 3, knocks it down. 9-0 run to start this game, and Caden Moore, who we don't see knock down a lot of threes. He loves that mid-range. He's got a long bomb here early on in this first quarter.
Yeah, good to see him going from downtown. Obviously, we know, as you said, how good he is in the mid-range. Really a fun watch when he gets going in the mid-range. He's made a big leap this season. Struggled, didn't get a ton of minutes in his first season, but this year he's around the 8.5, 9 points per game mark. I'm excited for him over the next couple of years to be a big piece of this team, as there's a few guys, like you mentioned, who aren't going to be here next season. Raheem Dennis, Caden Stewart, Adrian Pajor, Mark Taylor, and Reggie Williams. Those are some big names, and some guys are going to have to step up, and I think Caden Moore is going to be one of those guys who will step up. And I want to give another shout out to Adrian Pajor. I had gotten here quite early at around 3 o'clock, and in his senior day, Adrian Pajor was here 5 hours before game time, as well as Colton Elwell getting shots up. So that shows how much his love and passion for this game really goes, and not a surprise that he's even as good of a student as he is a player, because him as a person, he's a great person.
He was an all-academic athlete in the 2023-24 season, was honored by Niagara College, and like you said, an excellent student and athlete as Bleach knocks down the triple. And Redeemer's still yet to score. It's a 12-0 run in the first 4.5 minutes of this game as they come up short once again. Barbosa's checked in for Redeemer, and the first substitution of the game as AP lost it. Pavlik able to take it away on the ground. Up the other way, and they finish at the rim. As Parker Davis able to get the first points on the board for the Royals.
It's funny, earlier this season, myself and Adrian Pajor had a conversation. It turns out we are from about 10 minutes apart from each other growing up. It's a small world.
In his 3rd year out of Burlington, Ontario. Went to Assumption High School and came all the way here to NC to play his 3 years of OCAA basketball. Pavlik underneath, tapped out by Moore, and Taylor able to grab the rebound. Here's Stewie in the front court. He'll drop it off. Bleach will try again. Triple is good. Riley Bleach 2 for 2 from downtown. Barbosa able to find Davis into the front court. Trying to go down low. Bleach got a piece of it, and nice finish by Davis up at the rim. And second time that NC's been called for a violation in the end line as Mark Taylor stepped over the line before rebounding that ball. Colton Elwell will check in for AP. Raheem Dennis will come in as well. Okay, so it seems like there's a confusion with the referee and what was the out of bounds line, because they called NC twice. That time they're going to change the call, so it's going to go back to the Knights. Dennis. Moore up top. Stewie comes off a screen. He's got Barbosa on him. Hesitation to the corner. Elwell run off the line. 6 on the shot clock for NC. Stewart, top of the key. Bleach, one more time. That one too short, batted around. And the rebound grabbed by Neovaraf as he comes into the game for the Royals. And Came off a night that's going to stay with Redeemer. Brendan Morris also checking in for Redeemer for their first minutes. Manella on the inbound, gets it in for Neo Varath. Back Barbosa, trying another triple. That one's good. As Barbosa knocks down the first three for Redeemer in this game. Dennis back up top for Elwell. Stewart. Bleach will get it on the left wing side. He's got 6 points, 2 triples. Dennis is going to try a three. That one off the rim, batted by Elwell. Barbosa looking quickly down court as he finds Manella through his legs, but Dennis Redden able to pick that one off. Elwell lost the handle. That pass was behind him. And a turnover from the Knights. Isaiah Panama is going to check in.
Well-deserved rest there for Riley Bleach. Good to see his three-point shooting really getting going. He kind of struggled earlier on this year, not only with his three-point shooting, but also with injuries. Last game against St. Clair, 4 of 10 from downtown, and going back to the 24th against Conestoga, 3 of 7.
So checking in for Redeemer Ben Dick. Barbosa, straightaway triple. That one off the mark, and Stewart grabs the rebound. And pardon me, Alex Neovarath now checking in, number 5 for Redeemer. Cole Arnold now guarding. Caden Stewart gets the switch on to Barbosa. Panam, deep triple off the back rim. Dennis kept it alive, but gave it away to Barbosa. Barbosa attacking on the left, block from behind. Caden Stewart got back and rejected that shot attempt, and he's going to go off now as Reggie Williams will check in.
Reggie Williams making a start over the weekend. Interesting to see the substitution for Mark Taylor to get the start instead of Reggie Williams.
Redeemer inbounds quickly. That ball almost given away. Dick up top, guarded by Panam. Barbosa trying to bunch from the outside. This time he'll kick it to the corner. That three no good from Morris. And Moore with a strong rebound as he pushes into the front court. Final 2.5 minutes of this first quarter. Moore spinning, floating, off the glass and in. Nifty move from Caden Moore. He's got 5. Morrison behind the defense, lays it up and in.
Don't usually see him get crafty like that in the paint. Beautiful layup there from Caden.
17-9 Knights lead. Here's Elwell. He'll try a right wing three. Good! Colton Elwell gets himself on the three-point action. NC's got 4 in this first quarter. Almost stolen from behind by Williams. He looked like he got his hand on that ball. But he's going to get charged with the foul. It's his first personal as he hit Arnold on the hand that time.
Yeah, been a pretty clean first quarter. Only 1 foul in the game, actually, overall, coming from Reggie Williams.
Arnold guarded by Dennis. Hesitation, drive, and Williams got his hand on that ball cleanly that time, able to take it away. Moore drives by Barbosa. They kick it to the right wing side. Dennis attacking, too easy for Raheem Dennis as he finishes up at the rim. 13-point NC lead here in this first quarter. Attacking with the left hand. Nice finish that time by Neo Varath as he's able to get his first points on the board.
Tough shot.
Williams moseys in across the timeline. Looks for a screen from Panam, doesn't use it. They'll kick it up to Elwell. Moore collects the handoff, drives in. Free throw line jumper, good! Caden Moore. He's had a hot start here in this first quarter. 7 points, 3 of 4 from the field.
Well, he's getting right into his spots, and when he gets into his spots, we know what the result's going to be.
Arnold, double team comes, gets it away to Dick, and Moore reached in. He's going to pick up his first personal. Moore's going to check out now as AP will check back in. Manella as well as Pavlik coming in for the Royals. Manila Morris, deep triple, banks it in from the left wing side, and that's the second three now for Redeemer here in this quarter. Dennis, what a move to the basket, can't finish with the right hand. Morris, he's gonna try again from the same spot. That time it came up short. Pavlik on the offensive board, and he lays it up and in. A little over 10 seconds left for NC to get a final shot here in this first quarter. They get up to Pejor. He's got Elwell with him. Drops it back for Williams. He's got to hurry here. Driving to the cup with the right hand. What a sweet finish. A little English on that layup from Reggie Williams, and NC up 10 after the first quarter.
Yeah, great first quarter offensively. I think the defense could tighten up a little bit, but I think overall you have to be pretty satisfied, especially with the three-point shooting, 4 of 10.
Fast-flowing first quarter. We only saw 2 fouls in that quarter, both going on NC. Caden Moore with 7 points. He's 3 for 4 from the field. Brendan Morris, after knocking down that triple, he's got 5. He leads Redeemer right now.
And the Royals should be very lucky to score. That it should be a bigger blowout, because looking at the stat sheet, Niagara is dominating in every stat except for fouls.
Redeemer with 6 turnovers in that first quarter, which led to 7 points for NC. But let's take a look at that left wing three-pointer from Brendan Morris. He was able to bank it in. The second triple from Redeemer in that quarter. And we've seen a couple of banks already today. The first one we've seen on that side of the court as Brendan Morris able to knock it down. So as we come out for second quarter action, 26-16. NC leading here on senior night, where we're celebrating Adrian Pejor in his final home game of the regular season as an NC Knight.
Hopefully we can get him a home playoff game down the stretch. And I'm not sure if that logistically would work, but Knights look good.
So to start the second quarter will be Redeemer basketball. Elverath with it as he works on Stewart. Trapped here on the baseline as Panam comes across. They get it down to Pavlik. They swing it to the corner. One-step dribble on the fake. Offensive rebound from Pavlik. Got Taylor jumping, and he's able to finish underneath. A couple of nice buckets from Adam Pavlik. He's got 2 rebounds, 2 offensive rebounds. He's got 4 points on both of those putbacks. 2-3 zone now for the Royals. They get it into Panam in the high post. Step back, free throw line jumper, off the mark that time. Pejor trying to keep it alive, but they say went out of bounds before he could do so.
Much like the women's team for the Knights, Niagara not a great three-point shooting team. Under 30% at 28.8. Ranked number 14 in the OCAA in terms of three-point shooting.
Elverath guarded by AP. Trying to take him left. He'll kick it out. Pavlik on the perimeter. Trying to bump into Stewart. He gets some help from AP. Down low, here's Manila. 3 on the shot clock for the Royals. And they won't get a shot off as Story took too long, but somehow that ball went in from Pavlik, but it was well after the buzzer.
Yeah.
Pavlik thought he got it off in time, but it sounded like the shot clock had gone off before he was able to get that attempt up, so it won't count. 26-18 NC leading. Stewart. Kicks to the corner. Taylor, he'll try a triple. Good! Mark Taylor knocking down a deep range bomb. He's got 7 points on 3 of 4 shooting. Quickly into the front court for Redeemer. Elverath on the right wing side, guarded by Stewart. He'll get a screen from Pavlik. He'll switch on to AP. Try to get it back up to the top. And they'll go down low as Story will kick it back to Pavlik. Driving, blocked by Taylor. Loose ball as AP tried to get it up. That one is scooped up by Panam, and diving across was Elverath, and he completely took out the legs from Panam.
Yeah, that's
and
a
foul called.
dangerous play. Good to see everyone's all right, but it almost looked like a football tackle there.
Jeremiah De La Forza checking in for Redeemer, his first minutes here tonight. AP on the inbound, he'll kick it over to Stewart. Step back from Taylor. Oh my! How do you do, Mark Taylor? A long two, but pure that time. 31-18, NC leading. He's got 9 points. Nail Varath driving up and under, can't finish on the roll. And Taylor able to pull down the rebound. Williams pushing, dips it off for Pejor, triple, no good. Rebound tapped by Panam, he's able to corral it. He'll try a three now this time. Off the left, Pejor swooping in for the offensive board. Stewart, left wing three. And 3 missed offensive opportunities as NC comes up short. Pavlik the other way, blocked at the rim, pinned off the backboard by Panam. Williams going to slow things down here now as he enters into the front court. Kicks it, Pejor, one more pass, Taylor again. This time can't connect, but another offensive rebound. Great pass from Stewart, Taylor underneath. And he's in double digits, he's got 11 points, and Redeemer gonna call a timeout here as NC now leads by 15.
To Lane's point earlier on, the Knights the Royals really lucky that this lead isn't bigger, because there was, 4 open threes that the Knights missed? Probably more than that. And, you knock down 1 or 2 of them, and it's a much, much different game.
NC had a hot start from beyond the arc, and now they're only shooting 33%. But those outside shots have led to a lot of easy buckets on the inside, and nothing sweeter than that dish from Caden Stewart. His 4th assist so far in this first half, able to find Mark Taylor underneath to give NC a 15-point lead. Yeah,
we've been raving about Caden Stewart's three-point shooting and how it's evolved this season. He's around, the 40% clip so far, and it's great to see, but his playmaking as well here today has been fantastic.
So taking a look at that circus shot from Pavlik, and if you could just take a look at the end score clock, it clearly hit 0 before he got the shot off, but nonetheless a pretty incredible shot. Unfortunately will not count if you're Redeemer. So out of the timeout, it'll be NC basketball. Pardon me, will be Redeemer basketball after NC was able to score on that play. AP with the steal. Hop jump into the paint. He couldn't finish. Taylor trying to put that one back. Pavlik able to grab the rebound away from him. Up for Morris. Williams got the steal, but he couldn't stay in bounds. So the ball will stay with Redeemer. And it's AP over Davis. That time it's going to be a turnover.
And that's about 3 turnovers for the Royals in about 15 seconds.
Well, they've got now 10 in this game so far.
Uswoman checking back in as he is able to rip Stewart that time. He'll drop it off for Pavlik as he enters into the front court. Twisting around, trying to go down low for Story. It was tapped away, and Panam able to grab the loose ball. Panam underneath for Taylor, finishes at the rim. Mark Taylor's having a game here tonight. He's got 13 points, tying his career high.
Wow.
Davis to the rim, he was hit hard. Panam reaching over top. So Parker Davis is going to go to the line for his first trip, and Redeemer's first look at the charity stripe here tonight.
Yeah, I'll be honest, I didn't have Mark Taylor tying his career high in points on my bingo card for this first 14 minutes of this game. Not sure about you, Noah, but personally, I did not.
So Parker Davis at the line, and he's able to knock down the first. And the second is good. Davis goes 2 for 2. Here's Pejor now, guarded closely by 2 Redeemer Royals. He had that taken out of midair as Davis knocks that one out of bounds. And we'll see Gabriel Della Foresta check in now for Redeemer, his first minutes, as he comes in for Ty Story. Caden Moore also checking in as well. Raheem Dennis, as well as Riley Bleach in the front court now for NC. Here's Moore, working on Davis. He'll kick to the corner, Bleach. 8 on the shot clock for AP, driving, floating, too strong that time, and the rebound from Uswolman. Quickly up court, Morris will try a triple. Too strong, Pavlik on the offensive board. Morris cutting, rejected by Dennis. NC's interior defense has been excellent here tonight. They have 5 blocks so far in this first half.
And you'd think it would just be Riley Bleach leading the way, but to your point, it's been a little bit of everybody. Obviously, Raheem Dennis getting that block there, but Caden Stewart got a block in that first quarter as well.
Pavlik on the inbound gets it in for Davis. He's guarded by AP. Davis leading Redeemer in scoring now. He's got 6 points. Trying to get contact. Dennis able to make a good contest. He kept his dribble while he's on his backside, and he floats it all the way to the near side court for Caden Moore, and he'll slow things down. Stewart is going to be called for a travel as he took too many steps before putting that ball on the ground.
What a great pass by Raheem Dennis.
While drawing a triple team, mind you.
Yeah, looking like a quarterback.
5 minutes left, pardon me, left here in the first half. NC leading by 15 here on senior night. Davis, that one came up short. Battle for the rebound. Dennis able to pull it away. And AP will quickly get into near the front court, and he lost it. It's going to be a turnover on Pejor. Colton Elwell will check in now for AP. Morris inbound, he'll get it in for Swoolman down low, nice feed, and too strong on the floater from De La Foresta. Dennis, he'll line up a quick triple. Good! Raheem Dennis knocks one down right in front of the NC bench. And Raheem Dennis on the board now from the perimeter. He's got 5. Corner, Morris will try to respond. Too strong that time. Morris 1 for 4 now from the 3-point line. Dennis trapped by Pavlik. Able to break away as he drives to the rim, and it's going to be a charge on Raheem Dennis. As Swoolman able to get in the way, and he got his feet set that time. Offensive foul on Dennis. That's going to be his first personal. So NC going to take a timeout now as they lead by 18. 4:03 left here in the first half. Mark Taylor leading all scorers right now with 13 points. Caden Moore, who's also had a hot start, he's got 7 as well as 6 rebounds. On the other side, Parker Davis with 5. Brendan Morris, pardon me, Davis with 6. Morris with 5 for Redeemer. NC looking to go 2-0 on the day here at home in their final home regular season game on senior night. And let's take a look at that. Long ball from Raheem Dennis. He's really been clicking from beyond the arc in this home stretch for the Knights to end off their season. He's got 1 here tonight. He's 1 of 2. He's got 5 points.
Here in this second quarter, Niagara outscoring Redeemer 12-4, so they're keeping the pedal on the metal. In that first quarter, Niagara outscored Redeemer 26-16.
So NC now putting some pressure as they try and trap Redeemer as they drop into their 2-3 zone. So Swobon, he's hassled in the corner. He lost the ball. It's going to be Redeemer ball on the sideline. They get it into De La Foresta. Davis, 8 on the shot clock, driving, floating over top of Bleach, can't finish, and Dennis able to grab the rebound. Good box out that time. They get up quickly for more, lobs it up for Bleach, throws it down! Riley Bleach taking the roof off the place as he throws down that alley-oop. Yuswolban trying to respond with a triple, can't do so, and the foul's going to be on the ground on Dennis. How about that pass from Caden Moore, able to find Riley Bleach as he throws it down?
Yeah, that's a couple of times now in the last handful of games where we've seen a Caden Moore to Riley Bleach alley-oop. I think around late November, I ran into those two at the Y, and those two are good friends, and certainly their chemistry is showing up on the court.
Yuswolban driving, kicks out. Morris will try again from three-point range. Too strong again that time. Moore batted out the rebound, and it's going to be NC ball. Mark Taylor will check back in.
Be interesting to see how the Royals guard Mark Taylor, as he's been effective on every level of the court on offense.
Reggie Williams is checked in. He'll come into the front court. Elwell getting a screen here on the left wing side. He takes a three, that one just rimming out. Yuswolban able to grab the rebound as he finds Pavlik. Morris gets the handoff, trying to brush off Elwell. Driving into the paint, and he was pushed that time. It's going to be the first personal on Colton Elwell.
Colton Elwell playing some good basketball as of late off the bench, providing a spark with his three-point shooting.
Isaiah Panam going to check back in, as well as Robert Manella for Redeemer. Manella on the inbound. Elwell had 11 points last weekend against Lambton, and he was 4 of 10 shooting. He knocked down 3 triples in that game. I remember that other field goal he had was just on the line, would have been his 4th triple of that game. And he's already got one here tonight. He's 1 of 2 from the field. 20-point game, NC leading with just over 2.5 minutes left here. Panam, he had that taken away. Usoman able to get ahead for Manella. Quickly up for De La Foresta. Redeemer now slowing things down here. As they near it on the end of the half, that's going to come last off of Moore.
Great hands there from Caden. But also to go back to the point about Colton Elwell, he's in year 1 on this Knights team from St. Catharines. So next year, I think he's going to have a big role in this offense.
Manella, that one rims out. And Taylor able to grab the rebound. Looking forward, he gets his own pass. Elwell, run off the line, kicks it back out for Williams. NC now having to reset here on offense. Williams calling for Panam. Screen. He'll take on De La Foresta. Panam, run off the line, attacking to the rim. And was fouled on the way up. Almost threw that one down over top of Pavlik, but he'll go to the line and shoot 2.
If he threw that down, I think the roof would have came off of this gym. But going back to Colton Elwell, he almost reminds me of a younger version of Adrian Pejor in a sense. Both can shoot. Started off as spot-up shooters, but also can offer a little bit of hustle. I think we'll see that as soon as next season.
To add to your point, Alex, Panam will also be the future of this team, as he's already shown early flashes of being a defensive anchor this year.
Still looking for his first points here tonight as he misses both. He's 0-3 from the field here today. But he's got a couple of huge blocks up at the rim. He had that one where he pinned off the backboard. And that's that athleticism defensively, like Lane mentioned, that he gives this NC defense. And again, with the struggles and looking at the 8-8 record that NC's had this year, they've still shown that they're a force defensively, still one of the best defensive teams in the West Division this year. Here's Taylor. Bounce pass down low, baseline for Panam. Working in on Dick. Kicks it out. Elwell will try right wing three. That one off the mark, and Barbosa able to grab the rebound. Quickly up for Davis, attacking. Wow, what a move underneath. Little English on the left side, able to get away from Panam that time, who was breathing down his neck.
Well, that's where you just tip your cap and move on. That was an incredible layup.
Corner, Taylor wide open again. That time can't connect. Panam on the offensive board. Can't finish on the putback. Williams able to keep this offensive possession alive. Double teamed here. Tried to get away for Taylor, and that pass just a little away from him. Elwell able to reach back and take that ball away as Redeemer trying to go up quickly. Stepped into three. That one can't connect. Williams able to grab the loose ball. Final minute here this first half. NC's come up empty on the past couple offensive possessions. They still lead by 18. Williams, more. He'll try fading three, too short. And Barbosa grabs the rebound. NC struggled a little bit in this latter half of the second quarter, but it just shows how good their defense has been that they still lead by 18. Panam, I think, got a piece of that one. And Williams will grab it. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock, and he'll slowly mosey in across the timeline. Williams, guarded by Usoman. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Williams fires a three, too short. And Barbosa will try from three-quarter court, but that one comes up short. And NC will go into the half with a 40-22 lead. Their intensity dropped a little bit near the back end of that second quarter, but defensively they looked very strong, keeping to this Redeemer team to only 22 points in the first half. And they lead by 18.
Yeah, that's a half that Coach Hilton has to be really, really pleased with. I think offensively, it stalled a little bit. Once Mark Taylor was off the court and started to slow down a bit, it kind of showed. But defensively, unbelievable effort defensively for this Knights team, only letting up 22 points against and only 6 points against in that second quarter.
And the Royals, despite the Knights turning the ball over 10 times, the Royals were only able to get one bucket off those 10 turnovers, while the Knights have 12 points off turnovers.
Wow. And NC in that first half with 7 blocks. They also had 8 steals. Defensively, were very, very strong in that first half, and you can tell just by the score. We saw that last layup from Parker Davis. He leads all Redeemer scores, and we saw Riley Bleach throw it down. He's got 8 points. He's only behind Mark Taylor, who leads everyone in this game with a blistering first half. He's got 13. So we'll send it to the halftime break with NC leading 40-22 here on senior night, where we're celebrating Adrian Pejor here in his final season as an NC Knight. We'll be back in about 14 minutes for second half action. Welcome back for second half action of the Niagara College Knights taking on the Redeemer Royals in the final home regular season game of the OCAA 2024-25 season for the Niagara College Knights. They'll face off against Canadore in their final game this coming Saturday, but this will be it for home games for the men's team as we get ready for second half action. And because it's the last home game of the regular season, we're celebrating our senior night just as we did for the women's game after they took down the Royals earlier this evening. And the one player we are keying in on today playing his final NC home game, Adrian Pejor, as he picks up the foul on the illegal screen in the first possession of the second half. So Redeemer basketball, they inbound, and it's Jason Uswoman as he kicks off for Davis. He led all Redeemer scorers with 8 points in that first half. And that ball is thrown away by Story. It'll be a turnover from Redeemer. So back-to-back turnovers from both teams to start off the second half. Here's Mark Taylor. Blazing first half for him. He had 13 points, tying his career high. Stewart trying to dribble through traffic. A foul is called. And that one's going to go against Uswoman. That'll be his first personal here this evening. Pejor driving, finishing with the right hand on the offside. He was 0 for 7 in the first half here on his senior night, but he's got his first bucket here this evening. Nice play from behind as Caden Moore was able to pickpocket that time. Came off Stewart. As he comes back into the play, Pejor finding Stewart. The trailer kicking. Moore, wide open three. Offensive board for Taylor. He puts it up too short that time. And Davis able to corral the rebound. Here's Pavlik. Almost lasted, double team comes. He's able to get it off. 3-point try. And put up and in by Parker Davis. Offensive rebound. He's now in double digits with 10. Taylor cutting. Bleach throws it down. Taylor drawing in the defense. Able to find Bleach on the backdoor cut.
And Bleach is now in double digits.
4 of 5 from the field. He's got 10 points. Davis, stripped by Moore. Great defensive play. Moore to the basket. Finishes with a finger roll at the rim. Keaton Moore putting the straps on in this game. He's got a couple of steals, including 7 points, 2 assists, and 6 rebounds, filling the stat sheet here tonight. And he's almost got another steal. He does. He's able to keep it in as Stewart able to grab that basketball. Moore attacking. This time he finishes at the rim. He's doing everything here in this third quarter. Pavlik the other way. He's going to be fouled. And that'll send Adam Pavlik to the line his first trip here tonight. The only second trip to the line for Redeemer in this game. NC's also only had 2 free throws so far as well. It's been a very minimal foul game so far.
7 fouls against the Knights so far, and only 3 against the Royals. So definitely, the referee's definitely letting them play here today.
3 players now in double digits for the Knights. Mark Taylor with 13, Moore with 11, and Bleach now with 10. Pavlik at the line for his first free throw. He knocks it down.
Yeah, I've been raving about Caden Moore a lot this season. Didn't get a ton of playing time his first year, but really starting to get going here in year 2, averaging around 8.5, 9 points per game.
Pavlik makes the second. There was a line violation, but it went in. Moore gets right off the inbound as he enters into the front court. Kicks it, Taylor isolating on Davis. Nice move to the basket, puts it up and in, and Mark Taylor's got a new career high. He's got 15 points. Attacking Davis, wide open wing three, good. Stripes it, and Parker Davis got his first three. He's 1 of 3 today. He's got 13 points. Moore bodying Davis, floater just off the mark as it ribs out. Morris able to grab the rebound, he gets it up. Pavlik trailing, coming down Main Street, and he was fouled on the way up. So Pavlik's gonna go back to the line for his 3rd and 4th free throws.
Yeah, that foul going against Mark Taylor. First, I thought it was on Caden Moore. Looked like he got mostly all ball, but definitely a foul on Mark.
Second is good for Pavlik. Mark Taylor will check out as Raheem Dennis comes in, and Moore couldn't hold himself before stepping over the line, so that's going to be a turnover. So a bit of a funny misplay that time from Caden Moore as he gives the ball right back to the Royals. 6:50 left here in the 3rd quarter. Davis gets the inbound. He's guarded by Dennis. Davis attacking, kicks to the corner. Morris will try a three, too strong. Morris continuing his shooting struggles. He's 1 of 6 from 3-point range. Here's Williams. Stewart, he'll try to respond with a triple. That one too strong. Pavlik able to grab the rebound. He's looking for it for Morris. He's in behind the defense, but that pass a little too strong for him.
Trying to get that touchdown pass.
Well, here we call it an outlet pass, Alex, but not everybody can be Wes Unseld out there.
20-point lead for the Knights. Williams into the front court as he's guarded by Morris. Gets the handoff from Bleach. Trying to look for a screen, driving. Nice feed underneath, and Moore puts it up and in. Sweet dish from Reggie Williams, only his first assist here tonight. NC able to cause the turnover. Bleach to the basket, can't finish at the rim. Moore underneath, puts it in. Back-to-back buckets for Caden Moore. He's got 15 points. Davis, hesitation, turns it over once again. And Williams is fouled in transition, as Neovarath got him just in front of half court. Ryan Darkwa going to check in, as well as Isaiah Panam. Caden Moore going to check out, as well as Riley Bleach. Here's Williams. Panam will dish off for Stewart. Gets a screen from Panam. Stewart spinning into the basket, trying to get contact. Dennis on the offensive rebound. Reset shot clock for Williams. Trying to find Stewart cutting underneath. He thought it came off the hands of Arroyo, but it's going to be Redeemer ball, no touch. Barbosa's going to come in, as well as Cole Arnold.
Tomás Barbosa from Rio de Janeiro, Brazil.
Not a country you hear from in the basketball world. From the soccer, absolutely. But basketball is definitely growing all over the world.
Here is Barbosa, up fake, sidestep, kicks it back out. Neovarath, floater at the offhand, and comes off the mark that time. And here's Raheem Dennis. He'll kick it over to Panam. Wide open look for Stewart. Too strong. Reggie Williams on the offensive board. Nice feed for Darkwa. He puts it off the glass and in. NC continuing to extend their lead here They're outscoring Redeemer 14-8 here in this third quarter. That's going to be a blocking foul. That's going to go against Isaiah Panam, and Pavlik's going to go back to the line. First personal on Panam as Pavlik will knock down the first. He's 4 of 5 here tonight. Second one good for Pavlik, as Pejor will check back into the game for NC. Dennis, he's going to try to knock one down, and he does from the corner. Raheem Dennis with 2 threes now here tonight. Arnold steps out. He'll swing it to the corner. Morris trapped in the corner, back up top for Barbosa, able to keep it in the front court. 8 seconds on the shot clock behind the back. Drops it off for Story. Corner, Morris, good look. Came up short that time, and Dennis able to grab the rebound. Dennis looking to push. He's got 8 points now after knocking down that 3. Spinning to the rim and finishing on the right hand. Raheem Dennis, he's got 10 points now. 4th NC player in double digits here.
Yeah, Raheem Dennis had a real good game against St. Clair in the loss. Was really one of the only players who could get going offensively with an efficient 22 points and 9 of 17 from shooting, 4 of 11 from downtown.
NC now leading by 29 here, 61-32. Pejor will kick it off for Dennis, and he's feeling it now here in this third quarter. He's got NC's last 5 points. Driving, kicks, Panam, wide open look. Too strong that time, and the rebound comes out to Redeemer. As Arnold pushes into the front court, trying to drop it off for Barbosa, and Pejor got back to get the steal. Here he is in transition. Spinning to the basket, up fake, Panam. Williams steps into it, drops off for Dennis, knocks down another 3. He's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Yeah, you go back to his last game against St. Clair, he's now 7 of 15 from downtown.
Morris drives in from the baseline, able to finish, and now the lead to 30, 64-34. Panam, he'll try one more time. That one's off the mark. Dennis trying to get that offensive board. It came out to Neovarath, and Dennis is going to get called for the foul. That'll be his second personal. And now Redeemer in the bonus, so that's going to put Neovarath on the free throw line.
I noticed a couple possessions ago, Isaiah Panam had an open 3 to take, but he did kind of hesitated, so I think he might be getting into his own head, whereas when you get those open shots, you just want to shoot them and not even think about it.
He's 0 of 6 here today. He's yet to score, not like Isaiah Panam. This time he passed up another open look, and Morris read it, was able to knock it out of bounds. They'll reset the shot clock to 12. They'll inbound it for Williams. Williams with Morris on him. 6 on the clock now. Dennis, another 3. That one was well off the mark. 2:25 left here in the third quarter. NC leading by 29. Barbosa into the front court and turned it over as Williams got in the passing lane. Driving in, Euro step to the rim with the offhand. Reggie Williams now with 4 points. He's got 5 rebounds and 4 dimes. Barbosa in the paint. Nice behind the back feed as he finds Jeremiah De La Foresta. And he puts in the wide open layup for his 4 points here tonight.
Got a couple of nice dishes. Both sides, really.
Crafty player around the basket. That was a real nice ditch from Barbosa. Nice feed again from Williams as he matches that dime. Finding Darkwa underneath, and Ryan Darkwa's come off the bench here. In a few minutes, he's got 4 points. Almost turned over by Redeemer. Panam knocked that one out of bounds. Be Redeemer basketball with 1:29 left here in the third quarter. Colton Elwell will check back in for Raheem Dennis. Morris at the center court logo will dish it off for Barbosa. That's a deep 2, and it's off the mark as Darkwa grabs the rebound. AP with it now. Darkwa able to shake off his man, fires a 3 off the mark. Williams on the offensive board, can't put it back in. Tapped around, and it comes out for Cole Arnold. Looking to push quickly here. Into the paint, kicks it out for Morris. Comes in from the 3-point line. Nice floater as he puts it over top of Darkwa. 2-for-1 opportunity here for NC 68-39. AP will collect the handoff from Williams. He'll give it to Darkwa. Darkwa driving, lost the handle. And Redeemer looking to push quickly, attacking Elwell, finishing off the glass. That time is Jeremiah De La Foresta. Just over a second shot clock difference from the game clock here for AP. Able to get by Barbosa, but he was held back. That's the first personal on Tomas Barbosa. And he's going to pick up a technical here as well after complaining about the call. So that's going to give NC a free throw here. And Colton Elwell will step up to the line to take it. Elwell, an excellent free throw shooter. He knocks down the technical free throw.
Saw him as well as Adrian Page were warming up like 5 hours before game time here. So good to see Colton Elwell doing well here today. He's got 5. Excuse me, 4.
Pajor in the inbound will get into Panam. Still 1 second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's Williams. He'll hand off for Elwell. Darkwa driving, 2 on the clock, floating. Panam on the offensive board. Darkwa puts it in on the second opportunity. It will count, as that one was well before the time expired. NC with a 30-point lead heading into the fourth quarter. They outscored Redeemer by 10 and are well on their way to getting their 9th win here this season, their 4th at home, and finishing off the 2024-25 OCAA season at home with a win before their game against Canada, and of course getting a win here on senior night.
Yeah, they've just been really a well-oiled machine. Everything really going well besides maybe the 3-point shooting, only at 26%. Had a hot start, but besides that, can't really complain too much. And it's good to see Ryan Darkwa get going here with the tip in. But if he can get going towards the end of the season here, he might be a guy who sees some minutes in a potential postseason rotation.
And we talk about the depth that both Niagara College programs have, the men's and the women's team, and Ryan Darkwa's certainly up there with a guy who can bring a spark off your bench as your 10th, maybe 11th guy, and he's done a great job here tonight. He's got 6 points, and real crafty around the rim. He's been excellent.
This is probably the best I've seen the Knights look all year. And I know they have one more game left on their schedule, but this is exactly the type of momentum they need going into the playoffs.
You're exactly right, and if they can get a win against Canadore as well, having a 2-game win streak heading into their first round playoff game will certainly build confidence. And we talked about how this Knights team is not a team to be taken lightly. They will be a hard team to beat in the first round of the playoffs, and they're looking to do just that, as Brandon Calder will check in for his first minutes. His time being dwindled a little bit since the start of 2025 with the return of Reggie Williams. Again, another guy who's continuously working hard to get back into the rotation. He's getting some minutes here as we start quarter number 4. 30-point lead for the Knights here on senior night, where we're celebrating Adrian Pejor as Davis was thrown out of bounds that time. It's going to be a foul on NC. It's going to go to Caden Stewart.
I'm excited for Brandon Calder next season. He's had some moments where he's looked pretty good, and he's obviously fell out of the rotation since Reggie's came back, but I think he could be a nice piece to this team next season going forward.
Offensive board on that. 3-point miss came for Dick, and Darkwall able to take it away. He'll slow things down. Here's Elwell. Darkwall behind the back. Trying to dish it off for Panama. It was taken out of midair by Dick. Manella in the front court. Davis isolating, falling away. He was fouled. They're going to say it was before the shot, so it'll be out of bounds. Redeemer ball. Elwell picking up the foul. It's his first personal. Davis gets it back from Manella on the inbound. 10 seconds on the shot clock for Redeemer. 2-3 zone for NC. Manella, deep three. Good! As Manella knocks down his first bucket here tonight, and it's a triple.
Yeah, that's a pretty good contest, too, from Colton Elwell. Gotta tip your cap.
Panam in the corner, guarded by Dick. Spinning baseline, attacking, and can't finish. And a good contest that time from Dick. Davis up against Elwell, able to finish around Colton Elwell. Great body control from Parker Davis, able to finish that one with contact. He's got 15 points now here tonight, tied with the leading scorers with Caden Moore and Mark Taylor. Elwell trying to respond with a 3. Nice offensive board from Darkwa, and he puts it up with the left hand. He's got 8 points now. Stolen by Stewart. Enters into the front court. Euro step to the basket. Can't get the roll, and Davis grabs the rebound. Davis down low, this time fading over Darkwa. He got a piece of it. Loose ball, and it comes back out. Dick able to take it. Davis, Manella, step into 3, can't connect. Bat it around. Darkwa finally able to grab possession. And Stewart will slow things down here for the Knights as he enters the front court. Della Forza got knocked down. Elwell wide open 3! Pure from Colton Elwell. Dished off by Caden Stewart as he made Della Forza touch earth that time. Nice move by Davis. Able to get just some room to dish it off for Gabriel Della Forza as he's able to cut in and finish at the rim. First bucket for him tonight. 28-point game. Here's Stewart. Elwell looking for that top of the key 3 again. That time didn't connect. And the rebound from Della Forza. Manella, he'll try a 3. Short once again. Darkwa grabs the rebound. And that time he's fouled by Manella. Caden Moore's going to check back in, as well as the introduction of Hanad Aiden for his first minutes tonight. But before that, they're going to send Ryan Darkwa to the line to shoot 2. They're going to say that foul on him was a transition take, so he'll get some free throws here.
Yeah, Ryan Darkwa already with a career high in points. His previous career high was on November 30th versus Fanshawe with 6 points. He's already got 8.
Missed the first free throw there. And the second is good for Ryan Darkwa. He's got 9 now. But he'll check out as Caden Moore will come in, as well as Hanad Hayden.
We talked about Elwell and Paynam earlier tonight, but Darkwa is also a first year, and he will be a big part of the Knights' future going on.
Moore inbounding, he'll get it into Aiden. We'll set a screen now for Calder. Aiden rolling to the basket. They'll kick it back out to Stewart. He's at 5 on the shot clock. Stewart, step into 3. Good! Caden Stewart over top of the outstretched hand from Jason Uswoman. And Caden Stewart able to knock down his first 3 tonight. He's got 5 points. Nice finish, and one by Parker Davis. He's had a strong game here for Redeemer, and quite a lackluster offensive performance from the Royals. He's been the one bright spot for them.
Yeah, it's been him and Brendan Morris. Besides that, it's been a bunch of guys who've struggled, as Darkwa will check back in for Caden Moore.
So that was a quick switch for Moore as he comes in, and he comes right back out. Parker Davis has now got 17 points. He's 2 for 2 from the line so far this game. And can't convert the 3-point play. Rebound is bobbled around, as they're going to say came off the foot of a Royal, so it'll be NC ball. Stewart checking out as well. He picked up his first personal. He has been quiet from the field. He's 2 for 7 this game. He's got 5 points. We got 5 dimes and 2 rebounds. Another strong leadership performance from Caden Stewart. As Darkwa comes up short on the 3. De La Force able to pull down the rebound. Uswoman falling away. Can't connect. Offensive rebound. Manella sidestep. Able to get Aiden as well. Down low for De La Force. And he's fouled by Elwell. That's going to be Colton Elwell's 3rd foul. They're going to say it's on the floor, so end line inbound for the Royals.
Yeah, that's probably going to do it for Caden Stewart for tonight, but we talk about culture builders with the women's team. I'd argue that Caden Stewart's a culture builder for this team.
3 on the way, 2 short. Calder able to pull away the loose ball. Calder attacking, foul, but it's going to be called against him as Parker Davis got set that time, and Calder is going to be called on the charge. He's not happy with the call. He thought Davis wasn't set that time, and he was able to get around. And you talk, well, we mentioned a little bit before, is just that load management as well. Only one more game coming against Canadore, who currently sits last in the West Division. As Manella pulls up and can't connect, and Darkwa pulls down his 5th rebound. But NC, of course, we didn't talk about it at the start, but resting Sky Samuel, he had an injury against Lambton as Elwell knocks down another triple. He's got 10 points now. Colton Elwell finding some rhythm here in these final couple games here of this season. Davis to the basket, Darkwa on the other board, but no Sky Samuel. He suffered an injury against Lambton last weekend. Elwell again, back-to-back 3s, and most likely not going to play against Canadore as well. They're going to rest him and get him ready for playoffs because he's a big piece of this NC team, both offensively and defensively.
Well, look at the type of damage they're doing without Samuel on the team. And they probably won't need him against Canadore.
And of course, also taking Stewart as well as Moore out. Nice feed. Calder couldn't finish. And Bleach and Dennis haven't played much in the second half as well. Making sure that they're all rested. Make sure they get the win against Canadore on the weekend. And they're all prepped for the first round of the OCAA playoffs. Dick up top. 8 on the shot clock. Swolman attacking with the offhand. Dick with the offensive board. It came back out for De La Forza. He's able to put it up and in. Gabriel De La Forza now with 4 points in this game. Final 4 minutes of this fourth quarter. Williams driving, kicked. Hanan 8 and 3. That went off the mark, and Gabriel De La Forza able to grab the rebound. Manella 2-on-1, dishes it off, and it's put in by Uswoman, and it's back down to a 30-point lead for NC, and Coach Laquan Hilton's going to call a timeout. 5 NC players now in double digits. Caden Moore, Mark Taylor with 15 points, Raheem Dennis, and now with Colton Elwell knocking down 4 triples in this game. He's got 13, Riley Bleach with 10. It's been an overall impressive performance here from the Knights. They knew what they needed to do, and they've come and finished the job here against the Royals, and they're on their way for their 9th win of the season.
Absolutely. You wanted to get your top guys going, get some other guys like Colton Elwell, for example, 4 of 9 from downtown. He's been really, really productive for this team, not just today, but over his last 4 or 5 games or so. But if you can get that shooting off the bench in a playoff game, that's going to be really, really helpful. But talk about culture for this Knights team. Caden Stewart's at the forefront of that. He's been here for a while. He's always in the lab getting shots up, and not even that, he's just a great person and someone you want to be around. I've had the pleasure to talk to him a few times, and he's been nothing but great to me. Obviously, I don't know him all that well, but when you have good people in that locker room, it really helps, because you really feel like guys 1 through 15 really love and support each other no matter what.
Well, and he's just an excellent leader, and when I had the chance to talk to him, his biggest goal, of course, here in his 5th season was gold. And I think no matter what seed NC goes into the playoffs with, that's going to be the goal no matter what. Of course, it's going to be challenging. Humber and St. Clair, 2 excellent teams in the West Division alone that NC haven't had the chance to beat yet this year, but they're going to have to beat them eventually. And with the right guys playing the right minutes, and with players catching heat in the playoffs, which we've seen before, anything can happen. And I wouldn't count this NC team out, especially in those early rounds. They could really pose trouble to a lot of those Eastern teams.
Not even that, it's a 1-game elimination. All bets are off. I mean, this kind of contradicts my argument, but the Knights started 2-6, and they're 6-2 in their last 8. They're playing excellent ball, but you bring that momentum into a playoff game, that's going to do wonders for you. You feel good, but like you said, the goal is gold.
And they've really peaked at the right time near the second half of the season. They've had an excellent 2025, and there are still the struggles with NC not being able to close out games sometimes, but like you said, it's 1 game. If they're just able to do that a couple of times, they could be on their way to medaling this year in the OCAA playoffs. Calder, a lot of contact, no call. He lost it on the way up. Pavlik the other way. Isaac Beatty checking in for NC for his first minutes here tonight. That went off the mark from Manella. And Elwell grabs the rebound. 34-point lead now for the Knights. And like we talked about, NC, just a collective offensively, have been excellent, but defensively they've been incredible. 18 steals, 10 blocks on the interior. Their defense this game has really been nothing short of some of the top we've seen in the OCAA West. Nice move by Morris and a good finish up at the rim. And he's into double digits now. For Redeemer, he's got 11. But as well as that, they've limited their turnovers, only 14 tonight. They forced 26 from Redeemer, which have turned into 20 short that time. And they'll beat Redeemer for the 6th straight game after not losing to them for 3 years. Their last loss coming in 2022. Pavlik, nice fadeaway jumper that time. And he's also into double digits with 11.
think the turning point for this Knights season was there was no Christmas break for this squad, and ever since then they've been super locked in, going 6-2 past that 2-6 start.
Well, and also the return of Reggie Williams. He's been such a great veteran presence. He knows his way around the OCAA. Tonight only had 4 points, but 7 rebounds, 5 assists. Just a guy who can fill up the stat sheet and give you buckets when you need. He's got that clutch factor. We know fourth quarter a lot of times is considered Reggie time here at NC. But also it feels like his return has elevated the play of other players. We've really seen a resurgence of Caden Stewart offensively. He's had some incredible games, 22 points, 18 points in his last 5 games. Out of some of those, Morris knocking down a couple of threes. He's got 17. He started to heat up here in this fourth quarter. But we've also seen that as well from Raheem Dennis, another excellent veteran who came over from Humber, a very successful program, and he's brought his offensive prowess to this team as well. Caden Moore, another player who in his first season was really known for his defense. He's been an incredible offensive asset for NC this year.
Yeah, I mean, you hit the nail right on the head, and I think you need to give Coach Laquan Hilton a ton of credit this season, especially in the second half. There was a ton of injuries for guys 1 through 5, and he made a gutsy call to bring Raheem Dennis off the bench. This was the guy that was the leading scorer of the team last year, and he takes him coming off the bench, and he's been really, really good at that, and the team, more importantly, has been winning.
Well, and you look at a guy like AP as well, who we're celebrating on senior night. Struggled a little bit today, only 2 points. He's got 4 rebounds as well, but a guy who you had a hard time bringing in because he wasn't the strongest on defense. He was a good 3-point shooter, but on the other end, not always be able to get a stop. He's completely changed that. He's easily one of the best perimeter defenders on this NC team, and it's a reason why the Knights have been so good defensively all season and for the past couple years. And of course, because it's senior night, we'll say our last congratulations to AP for his final home game of the regular season, and we wish him and all of his family and friends the best in his future endeavors, and he'll forever be known as a Niagara College Knight. But that's going to do it for our second game of senior night, 88-66. NC gets a blowout lead here, blowout win here at home as they come away with their 9th win of the season and are pushing for that final game on Saturday against Canadore, or they'll look to continue their momentum into the playoffs. Caden Moore with 15 points. Mark Taylor today gets his first start since his return from injury in January. Gets a career-high 15 points on 7 of 11 shooting. Raheem Dennis with a clean 13 points. Colton Elwell caught fire in that second half. He had 13. Riley Bleach with 10 as well. And special shout-out to Ryan Darkwa with 9 as well off the bench. On the other side, Brendan Morris knocking down 3 triples late in that fourth quarter. He had 17. Parker Davis with an excellent game as well for the Royals, 17. Adam Pavlik, 1 rebound shy of a double-double. He had 11 and 9. Your final thoughts, guys?
Great win for the Knights. Really had their foot on the gas the whole way through. Enjoy it tonight and get back to business on the weekend.
So that'll do it for tonight's festivities. Senior night goes perfectly for the Niagara College Knights. They go 2-0 in the day against the Redeemer Royals, and NC will move to an 8-9 record. If you want to catch their final game of the season, that'll be on Saturday against Canadore all the way in North Bay. But from us here at the Simply Financial Athletic Center, myself, Noah Vogel, he's Alex Vandenhack, and also with us, Lane Lounsbury. We'll say goodnight. Knights win, and we'll see you in playoffs.